finally, the prime pork got Ethan Ralph. Guess what Ethan Ralph did? He is no longer, after over a decade, the editor-in-chief of the RalphRetort.com. Let's hear what he has to say while he watches food be cooked for some reason.
I did sell the RalphRetort.com, but the same day that I sold the RalphRetort.com, I bought the domain RalphRetort.com. So I did sell it though. But then right before I did, I bought RalphRetort.com. So I have to fix the store now. They're going to have to help me with that. So the store's probably down. But we'll get that set up. We'll get that fixed. I don't think it's an A-log. I think it's some Indian. I don't really care if it is an A-log. But I did sell the RalphRetort.com. But now I have RalphRetort.com. So, the end of an era. The end of an era. I wish they would have bought it before I renewed it. Of course, it didn't cost that much to renew anyway, but why do they want your site? Because it has good page rank. I don't know what they're going to do with it. It could be an A-log. I don't think so based on the information that I was given. But I also really don't care.
Alert. An Angloid in chat has opined. What is the slop they're cooking? I don't know. It is Asian food. Not American food. It's Asian food. So we will continue to criticize your fried toast bullshit forever and ever because English food is slop for slop people.
So, I mean, they pay me the money. So I really don't care if it is or not. But based on, and they paid me first too. So I think they're, like I said, I think it's for SEO purposes. They'll probably buy it and redirect it to something else.
What they're gonna do if he sold the whole site, this is how SEO works these days, and this is why search engines are so shit. PageRank no longer exists. That's an old search engine optimization thing. The way that when you type in something like, I don't know, let's say you need an erection, so you type in penis pills for erection. The way that this works is that the machine learning algorithm on Google's side, to determine what website to show you for penis pill, is going to look at all websites that it knows of that have text in their pages that contain links to something like penis pill. And it links to a website. And then that website is what they show you, the second website. So every time, but this is influenced by the quality of those websites. This is why Wikipedia is the top result for every single thing that you search on Google, because every single website in existence links to Wikipedia, and anytime you search in like a name of an animal, Wikipedia is going to be the top result because every single resource that talks about that animal is going to link to a Wikipedia article. But for penis pills, it's like the same thing, kind of. They load in their articles, and then they point to a website. But then those pages need to have a reputation in Google as well. If you just make a website right now with a brand new domain on a brand new website, and you make an article about penis pills to link to the website you want to promote, then it doesn't get any traction. So what you do is you buy a 15-year-old website like the RalphRetort.com, and then you don't redirect it, and you don't like tear it down and make a brand new site. You just start posting new articles on the RalphRetort.com, going to like talking about erectile dysfunction, and then you have an AI generated slop page that is nothing but bullshit about. And this is why search engines suck so bad, because they just generate slop that's not actually meant to be read. It's meant to have keywords that they can hyperlink to the website that they're trying to promote for the phrase penis pills. And then it's like 10 paragraphs that almost sounds like a real article, but it's not, and it doesn't make any sense, and it just has hyperlinks to advertisements. And that's why you'll end up on these websites. That's why these SEO sites that are like top five XYZ. It has all this bullshit, and then it has a bunch of Amazon links. This is every website is like this now. So Ralph is complicit in this. He sold his website so they can make articles that have links to gambling. Like this is gambling is the big one. You publish an article. I get solicited by Indians for ads all the time. Like, how much would it cost you to put an article on your site that links to all these pages, and it needs to be a gambling ad for Rain Bet or whatever and then they pay you money and they put this article, and then this article is SEO fodder for their website. And that's all websites now. Almost all human information is corralled on Zitter and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Reddit, and small independent websites are smaller and smaller and less relevant because they're fighting for real estate with advertisements that Google is not able to detect anymore. And is quite frankly complicit in raising the profile of. And people have given up on search. If they want to search what's the best restaurant in LA, you search that and you get some slop article written by a machine, like top 5 restaurants in LA. And it's like, I don't trust you. I don't think you've ever been to LA, Mr. Kumar Dikshit. I don't think that you've ever been to the United States of America. And if you have, that's a shame on us. So you can't trust that article. But if you go to TikTok and you type in best restaurant LA seafood, then you'll get like all these Instagram or TikTok influencers who are like, oh my God, I just ate at so-and-so and it was quite the dining experience. And then you're like, well, I'm not looking for that. Like, dude, that's like the best hole in the wall in LA. I just had like a crab sandwich there. It was like mind blowing. It's like super cheap too. And you're like, I do want that actually. And then, that's how the internet works. You don't need a website that has reviews anymore. You don't need Yelp. Who the gives a fuck about Yelp? Yelp. That. Who needs the Michelin Star magazine? Who needs the Michelin Star magazine to read through anymore? I got TikTok. And my point is that Ralph sucks. In case you didn't know. By the way, you know who else sucks? Cog. I saw these pictures that this guy posted at the bottom. And I saw Dosser Cog here in his hotel. And then apparently this is a picture that he shared from his hotel window. And I'm just thinking, like, he was trying to show off the view he had. And when I saw this picture, I swear to God, I thought, is he on vacation to like Moldova? That looks like Pridnestrovia. I legit thought that this picture of the United Kingdom from the window of his hotel room was a picture of a 1970s former USSR steel colony. And somehow this is actually Bongistan. This is a real country that I am expected to take seriously and treat as an equal on the world stage. This shit is literally indistinguishable from a ruined steel city in a breakaway Soviet state. All right? That's how bad you have it in the UK. I want you to know that your country is a legit shithole. It is an embarrassment. I'm embarrassed for you if you live in the UK. Okay. Look at this. Shit. Garbage. Ralph left a voicemail to Grace Thorpe. This is what he has to say. Ready?
Grace.
I love how she has his name in her phone book is Ethan Ralph Pig emoji.
Kill yourself. That's my message. You blew every opportunity you had to be an actual, person or whatever. But yeah, I hope you die. So that's my advice for you.
I love the automatic transcription. Gray, kill yourself. That my message. Ha 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 ha. That does my best. This is what the machine hears when it listens to the pig squeals. By the way, the important thing about this is that he supposedly went to rehab to like become sober, and he's been sober on stream for a while. But he's sending these messages to Grace where he's like obviously completely and totally out of his mind. So he's gonna have to cope and sneed about being sober again on stream. And I have no idea what this is. We're watching this together for the first time.
So I had a sushi adventure last night. I've been to this place, I don't even know how many times. I had to take an Uber there because I used to live around there. But regardless, I had to take an Uber because my truck's in the shop. I really like this sushi place, I guess is what I'm getting at. So I go in there. I have a seat. I do have my Toros hat sitting over there. I had my Tijuana Toros hat on, which is a rival of their baseball team here. I don't know if... It was a customer who started with me. It wasn't even the wait staff. And I won't go into what all was said, but he was talking trash, and I'm like, what is this guy even doing? Like, why is this happening? Not really understanding what has got him so upset. I think he was also mad that I didn't speak Spanish, and I got into a few words that I knew in Spanish. After that, eventually, they told me they weren't going to serve me. I guess because this guy got in an argument with me. I don't know. I didn't cause this. I have gotten thrown out of a lot better establishments. I didn't actually get thrown out of this one. I just left. But
you got chased out.
I have gotten thrown out due to my own behavior.
He got chased out by like a Mexican sports ball fan upset about his hat. I'm reminded when I turned 21, my Whataburger friends took me bar hopping. I've never been bar hopping before or since. And I remember I went to McGuire's Irish Pub, and I drank all these green drinks. I don't even know what they're called anymore. And I got drunk. And then we went to another bar. There was like a small bar in Fort Walton Beach, I think. And I still had my drink. I think I stole my drink. I think I left the McGuire pub. And I had my drink and I hadn't finished it, and I was just enjoying it at my pace. So I just stole the glass. I'm not sure if I was allowed to keep it or not. I did take the glass, regardless of if I was granted permission to do so. And the glass is like branded with McGuire's Pub on it. And I walked into the other bar that was just like a dump, and the bartender lady got really angry at me. And she pointed at me and says, "Don't bring that in here." And I was like, "What did I do?" I legit had my McGuire's glass in my hand, and I looked down, I looked around, like, is there something wrong with me that she's looking at? Because I'm drunk. And then I looked at her like in a state of bewildered confusion, like, what did I do wrong? And she didn't I think she was being like kind of playful angry at the start, and then she realized I had genuinely no confusion, no idea what she was talking about. So she was like, "The glass, you can't bring that in here." And then I looked at her very confused again, and I remember saying, "What do I do with it?" She says, "You have to go outside with it." So I went outside and I finished it, and then I just set it on the ground, I think, and walked back in. I ended up completely throwing up all over that bathroom in the bar, by the way. And then I think one of my friends cleaned it. I don't know why they did that. I tipped them like $20 because I threw up all over their bathroom, and I was like, "You don't have to clean it. I've already tipped them like $20. I feel like that's enough for the crime that I've committed." And the really, really funny part about that is that while we were there, one of the guys that worked at Whataburger was like new. We didn't know him too well. And he was like 50 years old. I've definitely told this story before, once or twice. But he was like this old loser. He had like serious anger issues. He's like 40 to 50 years old working at Whataburger. He's like a line cook. And he was supposed to be our DD. He was the reason why we were able to drive, because we had this nice older gentleman that we knew from work that obviously was mature enough to handle the responsibility of being the DD. He got shit-faced. And he got thrown out of the bar. And he couldn't drive because he had gotten so drunk. So he just hanged around the bar, and he was like tearing off their screens and like breaking shit off the front of the bar, like having like a tantrum. And that guy was supposed to be our designated driver, so I think we took a cab back to the trailer. I think that's how that ended. It was an interesting 21st birthday, chat, is what I'm trying to say. Away she goes. That's right. I think that might be my most relatable story. I feel like a lot of people have stories like that of getting drunk, and I just have the one time. The one time I went out and I drank. By the way, I have a plan. I've been inspired to prattle on because of Ethan and Ralph being stupid and boring. January or July 1st is July 4th. Sorry, I live here. I should know this. I don't know why I said that. July 4th is a Friday, and it's also coincidentally the 249th anniversary of the United States of America. And I was thinking, I think, let me pull it up actually. I'll have to show you what I'm talking about. This is my plan. Yes, I am of drinking age, actually. Matter of fact, it's probably you who's not of drinking age. Aha! Okay. This is it. This is the winner right here. I talked about that Old Bay vodka like weeks ago, and I looked at their site. They have a red, white, and bay cocktail. Ingredients: 2 ounces of grenadine, 6 ounces lemonade, 3 ounces Old Bay vodka, and 2 ounces of blue curacao. Now, I have no idea what the any of that is, except for the vodka. However, this is my plan. I'm going to make this, and I'm going to drink it, and then hopefully it will not ruin my life in the process. Pure sugar. Okay, that should be interesting, right? That's how that works. The more sugar, the better. Old Bay flavored liquor sounds awful. You're not American enough, sir. Grenadine is pomegranate syrup. That's why it's red, I suppose. Okay. And stream. Yes, on the stream. That sounds disgusting. I know what lemonade is. Anyways, we'll see. Okay. Maybe I'll just default to a White Russian. You think a White Russian with Old Bay vodka would be good? Maybe.